Freitag, and I'm the founder and owner of Trikona Yoga Co., or tyco for short. Tyco is a premier yoga studio aimed to reframe the conversation and negative stigma of mental health, substance abuse disorders, and self-care. Using yoga asana, pranayama, and meditation as coping tools in an inclusive, accepting, enlightening environment, we as a community can heal. Tyco is here to break the stigma. Tyco was created after a long internal battle with my own mental health that I've been suffering with for the past 12 years. This video is my coming out to my friends, my family, and the world to let others know that they are not alone. Though a native of Michigan, Chicago is the city that I consider home, as I lived there from 2011 to 2018. Since my early 20s, I was diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder and then clinical depression. Struggling to manage the stresses of life and shamefully battling my failing health issues, they only escalated to bouts of suicidal ideation, and my life became unraveled, unveiling to my impending alcohol abuse disorder. My disease peaked so rapidly that my parents relocated me back to Michigan, where I tried to fight my way through sobriety for the next year. Let's just say the geographical relocation cure did not work. It was then in May of 2019 that I decided that I could no longer live like this, that I wanted my life back, so I surrendered. I checked myself into an inpatient treatment program and finally took back my power through intensive therapy and healing work. May 1st, 2020 will mark my 1-year sobriety date, and my life has changed dramatically for the better. One of the greatest gifts and tools that aided in my recovery was yoga. Though a practitioner for over 4 years, it wasn't until my life was on the line with my depression and alcohol abuse disorder that yoga became absolutely immense and fueled my recovery process. Not only do the principles and values of yoga synergistically align with the teachings of many recovery programs, but yoga finally helped me start believing in myself, that I could do this, that I could live a life worth living. It has been through my sobriety and consistent yoga practice that I made it my mission to reframe the conversation around those struggling with their mental health and substance abuse disorders. I want to help break this stigma once and for all. My mission for the studio is to let others know that they are not alone, we are here to help, and that they are worth it. According to the Blue Cross Blue Shield Health Index, 6 out of 10 of the top millennial health conditions are behavioral health conditions. 1 out of 5 young adults experiences a mental health disorder. Within the past year, 8.2 million Americans who have had any mental illness also had a substance abuse disorder. This is called co-occurring disorders. With average professional therapy costs rising close to $150 a session without insurance, as well as a $17.9 billion decrease in mental health from the current U.S. health budget, there's no wonder people are left in the dark, untreated, and unhealed. Our research has found that millennials are significantly less healthy than Gen Xers were at the same age. Millennials make up 35% of the U.S. workforce, and if health declines more quickly in the largest segment of the U.S. labor force, causing higher levels of unemployment and lower incomes, the pace of overall economic growth will certainly take a hit. These disorders affect everyone. So where does yoga come in? The negative behaviors of mental health and substance abuse disorders disconnect us from ourselves, our loved ones, our environment, and so much more. In addition to our more industry-recognized yoga asana-based classes that we'll have throughout the week, Tyco will also offer 2 to 3 niche classes and workshops called Y4MH, or Yoga for Mental Health. These classes are specific for mental health and substance abuse disorders. They will be developed alongside our external partnerships with guidance from the latest research and studies. We aim to connect the dots by combining the somatic approach of yoga with the cognitive approach to healing. In April of this year, I will be fully certified in Y12SR, which is Yoga of 12-Step Recovery, which will allow our studio to be the exclusive holistic health space for the Chicago community. Shame, guilt, lack of sufficient resources and help was what kept me in the closet with this vicious cycle of ailing mental health for so long. Having firsthand experience with being a victim to the negative stigma while battling this disease alone is what propels me to become a leader in creating a community where those struggling can find an affordable, holistic method to improving their mental health and recovery. We do not weigh one person's trauma or tragedy or mental health condition over another. I'm starting this journey because I feel with every fiber in my being that this path is where I need to be, to transparently share my story, to help and serve those who are lost, and above all, to help heal those who are suffering by opening their path of healing with the transformative powers of yoga. Thank you so much.